Hi everyone, welcome to Mindful Crafts and More. I'm Katrina. If this is your first time checking out my channel, welcome. Take a look at this video or any of my other videos, and if you find yourself inspired, join my channel. For those of you guys who are returning, welcome back. I really appreciate you just hanging out with me for a bit. So guys, in this video, I am continuing to prepare for the season of giving, and I'm doing shout outs to more yarny friends. All right, not just yarny friends, but friends. All right, so you'll understand why as I continue to explain. First of all, what am I wearing? Well, I am wearing a top that I actually just completed in the wee hours of the morning. And it is a pattern that I purchased from none other than Dana over at Creatively Created Crochet. And I am so happy that I did. I purchased a pattern a little bit ago, didn't know which yarn I wanted to use for it. And then I looked through some of my stash and I found this yarn and thought, that's it, I'm going to do it. Now, as I looked at the pattern initially, I wasn't sure of the construction, like where it started, where it ended, and such. And so I was really hoping that the pattern was amenable to striping. And yes, it is. All right. So if any of you guys had purchased it and did not consider a striped self-striping yarn, this pattern works great for it. All right. So let me show you a picture. And this is on my mannequin. And this is on me. I'm going to step back for a little bit so you guys can see it. I love the way this top came out. Thank you so much, Dana, for such an awesome pattern. Now, I did make some changes to mine from her pattern, and the pattern is something that you can make adjustments to the way it is written, and that's just awesome. So first off, I used a different size hook. So I used a 7mm instead of the one that was required. And then the other thing is I made mine longer than what the pattern suggested because I wanted a shirt rather than the cropped version. And I love this top. The yarn that I am using is Karen Skinny Cakes, and it's a wonderful, wonderful yarn. So let me show you a full cake. This is it right here. All right. And the colorway for this one is Tart Tatin. All right. And this is an awesome cake of yarn, guys. It is a 3-weight yarn, and the cake is 8.8 ounces, which is 795 yards or 727 meters. That is just a lot of yarn, right? Okay, so I purchased 2 of these, and these were the last 2 that they had at the store when I purchased it. I got these on clearance, guys. They normally cost $9.99, and guess what? I got them for $3.97. Isn't that a good deal? I think so. So yes, I bought 2 of them. So you see what they look like when you purchase them, right? And after making this top, this is how much I have remaining. I have a lot of yarn remaining, right? So I still could do something pretty substantial with what I have remaining from just one cake. So that is just awesome. So the pattern that I followed was the medium size, and I love the way it fits. It is very, very comfortable. I am so happy that I did. And like I said, I followed the medium size, and I did use the 7mm hook for mine. All right, awesome pattern. All right, now, so again, this is a shout out to Dana. Oh my gosh, Dana's just an awesome person, guys. And if you don't know her or you're not subscribed to her channel, you're just totally missing out. She is very, very creative. She loves lots of different crafts, just like I do. I think she's got me beat. She knows how to do more crafts than I know how to do. But we do have quite a few crafts that we enjoy doing in common, which is very nice. She is very giving, very loving, very supportive. She's got a lot of knowledge, a lot of experience, and I so appreciate how she shares that with anyone that she comes into contact with, whether it's, virtually or whether it's in person. And I so appreciate that. Very, very giving heart. And not only does she have a giving heart, her husband does too. Her husband is Joe. He also has a wonderful channel, and it's Joe's Bowling, Sports, and Ministries Talk TV. And it's just wonderful the way they just pour out to those that they are just giving to and sharing with. So yeah, just awesome couple. Check out their channels. I'll put the information in the description box below so that you guys can check them out. Like I said, the pattern is a paid for pattern. It is called the Prosperity Cropped Tee, and I'm only showing you the top part because it's a paid for pattern. But go ahead and get yours and make one. She has it so that you can do sizes all the way up to 5X. So you can go from a small all the way up to a 5X, and you can make this, guys. It's a very good pattern, very well written. Thank you so much, Dana. I love mine. All right. So now, the next person I'm going to shout out is Lora over at Crojo Corner. All right, so Lora also is a wonderful giving person. And what she is doing right now is she is collecting face scrubbies and soap sets. And she's trying to help out a local homeless shelter in her area. All right, so I get together with ladies here, and we do quite a bit for the homeless shelters that are here in our area. But I also like to help out others in their endeavors and their giving efforts too. And again, we're coming up on the season of giving, and I have the ability and the time, so I'm going to do it. All right, guys. So Crojo has this wonderful pattern for a puff stitch or face scrubby. All right. And I made a couple, and I did a shorts video a few weeks ago on the scrubbies that I made to do a shout out. But this is another shout out because, guys, there are a lot of people who are less fortunate and homeless. And why not, if we have the ability and we have some yarn available to do something like this for them, let's go ahead and do it. Even if it's just a few, I think that it will really do something to just put a smile on someone's face and warm their hearts. All right. So this is one of the face scrubbies that I made using Crojo's pattern, Lora's pattern. I really do like the texture and everything. It is really, really nice for exfoliation. And I did another one in 2 colors. All right. And beautiful, beautiful pattern. Okay. So I'm going to put these 2 together. I do have soap that I have ordered, and it hasn't arrived yet. So hopefully tomorrow, it's supposed to arrive tomorrow. I can put everything together and then get it out in the mail. But these are 2 scrubbies. Okay. So 1 set. All right. So next, these are not necessarily as fancy, but 2 more scrubbies that are just crochet circle scrubbies. And I did accent colors on the outside. All right. So 2 more. So I like to crochet and I like to knit. So I did some knit versions too. So this one is a basic circle knit scrubby using a garter stitch. And it's a short row technique that you do. You start and you do short rows, and then you do it in like pie-shaped sections as you go around, and then there's one seam at the end. So this is a Crazy Eights mini face puff, and this is by Simply Notable. Okay, so really, really nice, easy pattern, gets you to practice on your short rows, and quick to do also. This one is a little bit different because, as you see, you get a little bit of some scallop on the edges of it. I really do like this one. And to be honest, I cannot remember the pattern that I used for this one. All right. But this one is similar to, if you guys recall, recently I did a star-shaped lovey. This is similar. This pattern is similar to that one. Okay. Okay, so let's get back to some crocheted scrubbies. All right, these were actually kind of just playing around with shapes and stitches. All right, so this one is trying to do a little bit of open work. All right, still you can get some exfoliation, maybe not as much as with a puff or a bobble stitch, but yeah, I think you can get some exfoliation with this. And these are basic double crochet stitches and then some chains and skipping stitches to get this one. Here is one which is in a flower shape to give the little shells on the edges and give a little pretty, you know, scalloped edging to it. All right, here's some more knit ones, okay? This is by Simply Notable, and these are heart-shaped knit scrubbies, and beautiful, beautiful in the way they designed this pattern. I really like doing it. It kind of just kept me paying attention for a little bit, and it didn't take me long to make, and I love the way this heart-shaped one came out. So now this one you may have seen before. It was a coaster, but I did it with a cotton and I made it smaller. So I made my square smaller in order to do this one. And I think this also would make a really, really nice scrubby. I love the way using these double trebles on the edges, and doing it this way gives you your heart shape. And then I just did a single crochet all the way around to give it a little neat look to it. All right, so how about having some fun? These were made by Crochet and More, and I just think they're cute. They're supposed to be coasters, but I think they make cute scrubbies. All right, so this is a pair of shorts and a t-shirt. Isn't that cute, guys? I think so. Yeah, I think they make really cute scrubbies, and will just bring a smile to someone as they're using it. Maybe a fun scrubby for a youngster or something like that. All right, so now, did you guys know that the Japanese term for scrubby is Tawashi? Yeah. All right, so there is a crafter by the name of Claire, and her website is Crochet Spot. And she came up with a very simple mitered square crocheted scrubby. And so I've made these before, and I think I did show this to you guys before in a previous video on things that you could do with scrap yarn. And yeah, this makes a beautiful scrubby here. And because you have things in the back loop only, that will give you the texture that you need for the exfoliation. So for this one, you start at the top and you work your way down to this edge here, and doing it in the back loop only gives you the texture. Well, I looked at this and thought, you know what? I think I could do a knit version. And guess what, guys? I did. So let's take a look. This is my knit version of a mitered square Tawashi. All right, now, unlike the crocheted version, for this particular one, you start at the widest point and you work your way doing decreases in the middle here to get to here. And then to make it a Tawashi, I decided to just go ahead and do an I cord. And so this is a 3-stitch I-cord, and I connected it using a Kitchener stitch. All right, so now because it's an I-cord and I did it this way and connected it, the loop goes this way, but I don't think that's going to be that big of a problem at all because it's still got some flexibility to it, and the drape is very nice the way it's done. So yeah, so I like the way this one came out. Now, after I did this one, I wondered if it would make a difference if I did this one in reverse. So I tried it out. So this is done in reverse. And so I started at the smallest, doing my I-cord first, then joining the I-cord, and then going from 3 stitches all the way to my widest point, and did my increases in the middle here. Now, the only thing that I noticed in doing that, guys, is the square is not so square. You know, it kind of gives more of a stingray kind of appearance, but that's okay. It still gives you nice surface area. It's nice and wide. It still gives nice drape, and the color is beautiful. It's just that the shape is not exactly as square as this one. So 2 different versions, one bottom up, one top down. I still like both of them. You guys let me know what you think. So those are all the scrubbies that I was able to do for now. I might be able to get a few more done this evening so that once my soap arrives tomorrow, I can put everything together and send it off. But I didn't want to delay in doing this video. And so you'll just have to check out Lora's channel over at Crojo Corner to see if I added any more of the scrubbies into this package that I'm sending to her. All right. So yeah. So shout out to Dana at Creatively Created Crochet. Thank you so much for all that you do for this community. Just wonderful, wonderful person. You guys have to check out her channel. Brother Joe over at Joe's Bowling, Sports, Ministries, and TV, Talk TV. Please check out his channel. Also, wonderful, wonderful person. Very, very giving, and they just pour into you, and you can't help but be inspired by what they do. And also Lora over at Crojo Corner. Wonderful, wonderful creative person, also very giving. And yeah, guys, you know, if I can do something to help highlight those that are around here in the community, help them out maybe by getting more people who maybe want to give and do and help, then by all means, I'm going to do that. All right. I hope you guys are having a wonderful week. I hope your day is going well. I want each and every one of you guys, please continue to be mindful each day. Take that time out to do some type of a mindful activity. Please do everything you can to be healthy. And by all means, guys, don't forget to be crafty every day. I will see you guys real soon with another season of giving presentation of things that I'm doing, as well as more shout outs, guys. I'll see you soon. Take care now. Bye-bye.